Isaac Ruto anakuambia siasa za mashinani mpaka mashinani nomics. Economy ya mashinani. Anaongelea mpaka anaongelea mayai, anaongelea mogoto. Unajua mogoto? That is what he talks. He talks about the life yenye tunaishi huko chini kwa reserve. That touches mwananchi directly. Mwananchi Kishagi, all that Rombo. We want to restore ugali. Ogod mogoriet baka hiyo kiboro yenye inabaki. Yes, mimi naitwa Enock Kemei. I'm an aspirant for senatorial position kwa chama cha mashinani Bomet County, na mimi nawaambia vijana and everybody else, can you subscribe to Cyroo TV?
Hello my beautiful people, ni DJ Cyroo ndani ya Cyroo TV. Na venye mmekuwa mkiulizia hapo comment section mkisema leta aspirant wetu sijui Senator Kemei, nini. Ladies and gentlemen, nakwambia Senator Kemei is in the show. Na maze tunataka tu kuwe na conversation nyingine fiti, and then tujue Senator Kemei yako na nini for you people. Mheshimiwa?
Yes.
Jambo.
Sorry sana Cyroo.
Karibu sana kwenye Cyroo TV.
Asante. I'm happy to niko na furaha kuwa hapa na kwa kazi ambayo mmefanya. I want to say pongeza sana. I think you have quite a number of followers, and this is where creativity is actually has to be commended, that the young people are doing, and that also it gives me and give other people a platform of information. And people say information is actually power. So if we have a simpler way of passing information, then we are grateful, because I remember someone called Joseph Stanley. Joseph Stanley saying that we cannot give our enemies guns because it gives them advantage over us. It gives them another strength to fight us. Then he says again, if we cannot give them guns, why should we allow them to have information? Because information is power. So if you want people to be powerless, watu wasipate nguvu, you actually hide information from them. You hide information on where to get actually money, resources, business, capitals, and all that. And even young people, where to go for good education and nice courses that they can study and get opportunities. So information is good. I want to say thumbs up for Cyroo TV, for you are enabling us to get information and to also pass information. Wow. Thank you.
Tunashukuru sana mheshimiwa. Assessing you imekuwa very simple, kukupata imekuwa kwanza very very simple, and I like your simplicity.
Yeah, asante. I'm a simple person. I'm raised and bred in Bomet. I actually been born here, huku Bomet, huku Lungisa, and I'm a hustler. Actually, I fight 2017 for senatorial position in Jubilee Party, and then my slogan was a hustler. Before William even started saying Hustlers Nation, that was my name, Hustler. And my motto was my friend, my brother, my senator. So I want people to know that there's a relationship that we can maintain. It's not about leadership that tunaona mtu uko juu, na it's about friendship, how we connected, because I'm your brother, I'm your friend. So, and also I want to be your senator, because having a senator who is a friend, I think people will really can knock at their door easily. They can call, assess, they can cry to that person. So, and that person you can actually trust to represent you and to say your needs.
So mheshimiwa, watu wengi wanakuona kwa kampeni nini, na they don't know mahali jani ilianzia. Hii jani yako ilianzia wapi? Who is Senator Kemei before hapo politics?
I'm born in a family. My family I'm the third born in a family of 4. So I have a sister who is my follower, and all of us were married. And I've been on this planet for quite some time. Nimezaliwa kitambo, lakini sio kitambo sana. Sija pass hiyo mark ya vijana. So mi nikawa nimesoma huku Bomet, nikaenda Eldoret masomo na nika hustle. Kwanza watu wajui lilitengeneza Kangumu after high school. After high school nika engage because lilikuwa na hiyo mindset ya go out there into the world and conquer. Go there and make money. I used to be so mad at my elder brothers because they were home. So I was like, hey, these guys wanakaa aje nyumbani hivi. So I was like, there's something that we can do. So nikakuja, I started making cakes. Hii Kangumu, nikapata ingredients and everything, and I made it with my own hands. So when I was selling it, people enjoyed it, and I say it's thumbs up. And actually, it became a big company. I remember a place where I wasn't making myself. I had to leave home where I used to make the Kangumu. That was after like 3 months. Nikakuja town, I hired a place, I hired people. I had like in the morning over 30 bicycles. Ndio walikuwa nasungusha hizo Kangumu. To centers, I had money, pesa ya Kibaki ikakuja. I had applied it, and I was sharing some few 15 young people. Tukapata pesa ya Kibaki. My dad was doing business ya vitabu, bookshops. Bookshop. So nikawa like I had that mindset and how to do that business. Nikaenda Nairobi, nikalete mock examination papers. Nikapatiana to this high school, Longisa, Kungotik and Kablong, St. Mary's Huku, all these schools. Ningelete asubuhi like saa 12 nishafika Bomet na vitabu hizo mock examination papers. By saa 10 zote zimeisha. I could have I remember a time I had cash 140, almost 150,000 in just some few hours. So I had to go back to Nairobi to print more books. Yeah. So at some point, I had all this money. I engaged in farming. Na nikaenda shule. That's when I went to college, and also I went and continued doing business in Eldoret until when I had to come for 2017 campaigns. Yeah, then I say lazima tukae huku Bomet.
So for how long have you been in politics?
I can say my politics started as an activist. First of all, people should know that I'm a Christian, and I was so mad because there was a youth center in Longisa that the county government had taken it from vijana. So there was that aggression from the youths. So we team up. We started a Fugu movement. It was so tough. It was tough for Isaac. We were not in good terms with Isaac then. So I fought for the right of the young people. That is when now politics. I started engaging in politics. I started engaging in politics then. So from let me call it 2016, 2017, all through I've been in politics and also business. So when I lost election nomination, I could not take the ticket for senatorial position during Jubilee. We left it for Christopher. We were quite a number. We had someone called Soyot Nengarngar. He's a friend of mine. He's now supporting me. Stacy was among them, the youth president. She was also vying for senatorial position. And we had also Lesan. We had other 2 guys. We had also a guy who was called Robinson Kigen from Ganoin, also Tik. And also Langat. So we had quite a number of guys who are contesting for senatorial position. So when I lost, I supported Mheshimiwa Christopher Langat and also Dr. Joyce Laboso. So I stayed with the county, work. did 1, 2, 3 for the county, supported Madam until she left us. So I've been in politics since then.
Umeshapitia challenges kama gani? Kwa sababu tunaona umekuwa in politics for quite a number of years. Umeface challenges kama gani politically?
Yeah, there are challenges. Politics is a dirty game, I can say, because I remember we put there are other young people whom we put a lot of efforts to the gym that is on. We put our resources and energy, and they actually, there's this promise that people promise you jobs and all that. And remember, that is the young people give their all. They are all is because this is they see an opportunity now to step in, because there are no jobs. The economy is really hurting the young people. These are the people who want to fly. They want to have their own strength. They want to be independent. They want to build their own families. They want to get married, have children, to build houses. So there is that aggression, and they are fighting. So at that point, also, I wasn't married, and I was saying, hey, tuingiane, tushikane mkono, ndio tuchenge familia, because also we are coming from humble background. My mom is a retired teacher, and my dad is a pastor, he's a reverend. So watu it's just ni kama tu familia zingine. All these young people we are seeing, there is that mama, they are saying, let me go and conquer the world, at least nikuje ni support my mom or my brothers or my sisters. So everyone is coming from that background. So tukaingia siasa, and it does not pay off sometimes. It's like unafuata kitu yenye iko kwa, unaona saa yenye jua imewaka na uko kwa tamak. Ukiona uko mbele unaona kitu kama maji. Inaitwa sijui inaitwa nini. So hiyo kitu unafika hapo, unafikiria karibu unafikia, inasonga. So it's just the same thing with politics sometimes. And you have hope, and the young people have hope. And I know Madam promised us and also me that we're going to get something in this county, or in the government, or in the national government. People are aiming for nomination and all that, but sometimes those positions are so limited, and people are nangangania. And then when you miss it, it's like you've missed for another 5 years. And then you live a wasted life. You don't know what to, umekuwa ni kama umeenda kwa chopa, umeambiwa hii ndege imeharibika, inaenda kuanguka. Na sasa watu wenye walikuwa hapo unapata wamefaa parachute sote, na hakuna ingine, imeisha. So itabidi uende chini na ndege bila parachute. So politics lift spirit za watu. Inakuambia kesho, unaona it's going to be better tomorrow. And then uko juu unaachwa bila parachute. Unaenda uko juu, unakuja kugonga chini. You don't know where to start with. Your hopes is dusted, and everything is dusted. And then the people who have gone to those positions, they are not in the same mind with you. They have gone for their own interest. So they do not think like, can we empower these young men? Can we pick them from the ground? Like, we're talking of bottom-up economy. So people, there's this motisha that we are going to build border guys or mama mboga. We want to help them. And then tomorrow people goes, wanaacha tu, munakaa tu hivyo tu. Lakini hamtakaa hivyo, kwa sababu sasa saa hii mko na hiyo hopes that it's going to be better. But if it's not going to be like that, then your spirit is dusted. You come down more than kwenye ulikuwa. Sasa hakuna pesa, na hiyo strength and hope hakuna tena. Afadhali that time you had also hope, lakini this time they have taken your hopes, they have taken your strength. So gonna sema challenges zenye ziko kwa siasa, sometimes it's so engaging, you know, your name has to be exposed. Sometimes watu wanakuambia vitu unashangaa huyo ni wewe ama si wewe. Wanakuchorea mpaka unashangaa ya. Nashangaa saa zingine naambia hey, kuna mtu amekuchapa leo.
Unapata watu wanachapa story mpaka unashindwa hii bado ni story yangu.
Nani Isaac anapenda vile anasema unajua saa zingine una hide, unasema hii si story ikifikia kwa madhe atakufa. Anashangaa mtoto wangu amefanya hivi, ameiba all this money, yani amefanya hii kitendo. So all those stories in politics, you're supposed to build your heart. You have to protect yourself first. Vile nani alisemanga Mandago, siasa unaweka kwa lungs. Kikiumana you just breathe and say hello guys, we tried. Hello, huyo sio mimi. Lakini tukienda na emotion and all this, because these people they don't care, especially social media bullying. Yeah, they can really crush a soft heart, and everybody has a soft spot. So you cannot say, unasikianga hata Uhuru mwenyewe sasa anasema lilijitoa kwa mtandao. So the people should know also that these guys are human. Politicians, yeah, as much as they're out there, we are supposed to criticize them and point out their wrongdoings and all that, and also assess them socially. So, but we should also know that they are our brothers, they are our sisters, they have a family. I remember a picture was going around of which I was with my sister. And before saying, nimetembea na huyu, na tena mtoto wake mdogo, nilikuwa nimemshika. Na tulikuwa church. So naona nasema, hey, let them, you know, you just understand and say, it's okay, you know. Yeah, so those are some of the things, but the major thing is of economy. Economy is something that is hurting the young people, and that's why we have vijana wengi wameenda suicidal. People are taking alcohol. Young people are actually, they have lost hope and direction in life, because even if there is no empowerment or network, I think the leader should really have a way of reaching out to the young people, even if it is to talk to them. And I remember in the last regime we had structures of the young people. That's why I'm telling you, we have this lady, and it was Stacy Chepkemo. You know, she did try running for Senetorial 2017, and also she was running for women rep this time. And I hope the government is going to acknowledge her and give her something. What I wanted to say about her is that the government, the regime ya Isaac, consider the young people. Wakapatia vijana wa Bomet a structure ya vijana. Baka wanapatia kuna youth president, kuna links ya vijana, because you know these people are detached from the young people. They do not know how they are affected. So ni kijana mwenzao anajua shida yenye hawa vijana wanapita. So we need that structure. We need a network that is so independent for the young people, that they can also air their views, they can air their grievances, they can also have their youth punge, that they can run it from them. It can be finance, because unaona kwa national county government we only have 2 youth representatives, one lady and one, but it's not enough to gather for the all young people. So, and especially for the county government, this county government, I think the young people are left outside. The total budget for the young people is less than 1% for the youth and for the youth. So it's not very considerate. Thank you.
Mheshimiwa, what really made you enter into politics?
It's the inadequacy and things that you see that you want to change. I found myself in politics after being an activist. I used to ask the county government to streamline other things. I used to actually demand for justice, employment for the young people. I think in that way, people say, now you can represent us. In fact, there is when I actually entered into politics is during that time of demanding for better services, better services, and just people say, okay, now you know, and also Senator for Kericho. I think I borrowed that leaf from him, Cyroo. Yeah, when they said Kiptoyot Komaskasi, and I was part of the campaign team for Kiptoyot. He was fighting against Chamambuch. So I saw like, hey, come on, guys, we also need this young man. I think the elderly guy has done his part. He must have done a lot of farming and a lot of leadership. He has lead. So I think it's a good time to give to the young people. So when I campaign for him and I get that oh kumbe, actually people can buy the ideas from a young person who is vibrant and all that. So he also gave me that motisha. He challenged me, and I said, okay, the people have trusted me because I remember the young people, most of the people from my village, they came and asked me to lead them in several things until they asked me to fight actually for MP Bometist. And in the process, they said it was so expensive, the MP position. And I didn't know their mathematics that they use. They say it is better I go for Senetorial. How can an MP position with only, I don't know how many people, let's call it 42,000 people, be expensive? It's because people need handouts and all that. And these people had actually, I think my constituency is very expensive to run for an MP position. Yeah, because there is the factor of Nixalat. Nixalat introduced speed.
Bambit.
Bambit. You do not go there asking for votes with the empty hand. And then also I think we've been beaten by Buffett and all that. So the Mheshimiwa has to pay his way to the parliament. And now that I was a mayor hustler, that was my name, hustler. They call me Pachach 150 because I use border and I ask people, oh, let me, but the county is big, it's wide. Yeah, you can't be everywhere. So I tried my best, and people actually came out. The fact that people closed their shops and said, let us go and vote for hustler, that is a thumbs up. The fact that actually I had people standing in for me, that was touching, and I say thank you for the votes that they voted for me at that time. And I love Bomet. I love Bomet. Mi ni mwenyeji wa Bomet. I want great things for this county. I'm fighting for great things for this county. And that is why a lot of challenges may be there, but what actually encourages me is that we can have a better county. We can have a county that we can build our economy, and that the young people can be independent. And there is no other way other than coming down and talking to ourselves. The leaders have to talk on a model of economy. They have to stop all these other nonsense and sycophancy of all these other people and say, what do we have for this county? What is the agenda that we can do for this country? Because we have selfish leaders. We have people who just go and they forget the shidas and the troubles that we go through in this country.
Wow. Who do you look up to?
Yeah, I actually had a a touch from William. William has been a greater inspiration, and Isaac. William has got this this fighting spirit. He has got a very nice eloquence. He knows how to sell himself. So I've loved him as much as he's a Kalenjin. I think I would also loved him if I was a Luo. Because of that, the strength that he has. And Isaac Ruto has got almost the same spirit of William. At some point only it could not, they are repelling. But they have the same idea, they have the same spirit. Isaac only has the Mashinani spirit. And that is the spirit that we do want now. That is the mindset and the philosophies, the agenda that we want at this moment. This moment, and these people are now agreeing with him about the bottom-up, and the bottom-up thing, ideas, is the same idea that Isaac had. That is why he had Chama cha Mashinani. That there is no way that we can have a beautiful Nairobi if we don't start from the ground. We have to talk to our people from where they come from. We do not have to forget our grandparents and our parents living in funny houses. They don't even have toilets. That's why we want to restore the dignity. We want to give them dignified life. And that's why we are talking now about livelihoods. That we go down there and engage. We engage with our parents na watu wenye wako huko, vijana wenye they are wasting away. Kuna vijana wanakunywa, wanalewa, wajui maisha ingine huko mashinani huko tabu. Because all these people wanatoka mashinani, but when they wakivaa suit, they forget the life that they have. But only the person that carries that life is Isaac Ruto. Isaac Ruto anakuambia siasa za mashinani, mpaka mashinani nomics. Economy ya mashinani. Anaongelea mpaka anaongelea mayai, anaongelea mogoto. Unajua mogoto? That is what he talks. He talks about the life yenye tunaishi huko chini kwa reserve. That touches mwananchi directly. Mwananchi, Kishagi, all that Rombo. We want to restore ugali. That is the talk that we want to talk. We cannot assume, we can no longer assume and talk about only infrastructure, mortar and bricks. We cannot talk only about building ECDs and building roads. That is okay. Every government knows that. But we want a government that talks about restoring food in our stores. I remember when I was a young man, we had tulikuwa na store. Na tulikuwa na mahindi, tungefuna mahindi na tuna store inajaa, tunaweka zingine kando. But saizi you find a house that they have a store is where they store only jembe and tools for they don't store food. There is no more food to be stored, and people are not raising this. They do not raise this. We want a government that's talk about how we restore food in our stores and in our kitchen, because when we have food that actually can stay until the next day, that's when we can now progress on development. That's when we can now think about stepping ahead and building our schools and educating our children and our schools, because we cannot use roads and schools with empty stomachs. So people have to talk about how can we restore food, and I think the agriculture sector has to be really a key thing, and it's a key thing in the Chama cha Mashinani that we are putting a lot of efforts in agriculture. That's why we are saying that we are going to employ 10 people in every polling center, and in this we want to assume stories are education. we know that people are educated. Wherever we have people who have BHTs and they have degrees. They are so learned, and this government also has assumed them. But what we are coming in, we are saying that, as Kipchoge Keino said, that no human is limited. If actually God has created watu wakaishi Bomet, we want them to know that they should be liberated actually from a poverty mindset that tulipatiwa kwa shule. Unakumbuka tuliambiwa ya kwamba ukipata D maisha yako imekwisha. Na tukatoka tu hivyo. And people are like that. Mwalimu amesema na ndio hii nimepatiwa D. Hii ni certificate ya kusema maisha yangu kwisha. That is, so we are talking to the young people who are outside there. Eita ulipata D ama hata ukufika hiyo secondary. Can we wake up? Because everybody has the right to live. Everybody has the right to be rich. Everyone. No human is limited. Usiruhusu mtu akwambie kwa sababu hukusoma ukufika university ama wapi eti your life is done. No, that's a false statement that we want to change. It's ideologies, it's in the mindset. Na kuambia kuna vijana huku kwetu wakipata pesa hata kwa hii sport pesa ama charity wa win, tuseme wame win 10 million. You have killed that young man. Because they don't know how they are going to handle it. And also their mindset is so small to the fact that they have done something wrong. It's wrong for them to have 10 million. That's what their mind tell them. It's wrong for them to walk in street having 10 million kwa sababu hakusoma. So they will give out kwa watu bakandia akose until they don't have. That's when they say, now I am back to normal. It's okay for them to be poor. When they don't have it, it's okay. So we want to tell them it's wrong for you to be poor. It's wrong for you. Do not feel comfortable when you don't have money in your pocket. Can you go look for money? So let us have these ideas kama Wakikuyu. So hiyo ni ideas ambayo lazima tuambie watu ya kwamba it's not right for them to live that life. Uko chini, uko mashinani, let us all come out and look for something. That's why tumesema we want to empower people. And how we are going to empower them is that we will not ask them their educational level. We want to know our mama, vijana wenye wako nyumbani 10-10, we want to take them back to agriculture. Warudi huko waanze production. We need production in our county. So whenever we have kama watu wenye wanaishi kwa machani chai. Watu wenye wanaishi kwa machani chai au watu ambao wana chuibi ite chai. Hiyo ni kusema nini kwa Kiswahili?
Au wenye wana whatever it is what it is. Kiswahili ilikuja na meli.
Those are the important guys who can they walimaliza kwenye walimaliza. Na tunasema kumaliza ni kumaliza. Tare. Wamemaliza wakutane na kazi. Na hiyo before kama hawatafanya hiyo kazi ya kutengeneza machani chai, yule mwingine there will be no factories for tea. There will be no drivers wa kuchukua machani chai. There will be no directors in the tea factory. So everyone is important, and we want the people to engage to go back to production, so that we have makeup production and we have factories. We are going to have business for people who are doing business. Wataanza kupata vitu za kuuza, and also we are going to have employment. We are going to employ people who have done computer, because we are going to need data. We are going to employ people who have done marketing, because they are going to help us to market. We are going to employ people who have done management and store, and mostly the people who have done agribusiness. Those people who have done agribusiness, because those are the people who are going to educate people. The 10 people that we are going to employ for only 3 months in polling stations, they are going to be employed in their farms, and we are going to supply them with a tractor to till their farms. We are going to supply them with seedlings, if it is a seedling of crops that are only 3 months, for 3 months each. And we are going to supply them with fertilizers, and we are going to educate the whole village using that field. It's 1 acre in the 10. 1 acre, 1 acre, 1 acre. And we are going to give them 15,000 each in every month. By the time the 3 months is over, we give them 50,000. And if it is a family of a couple, we give them 100,000. So, and then kazi imeisha, they can sell their produce. We take it to the stores. So the business people, vijana wa boda boda, they are going to get jobs because they are going to. Bomet is going to be a busy place because there will be circulation of money. 2.5 billion or 3 billion is going to be revolving in this county. So stories za pesa zinatoka nje is going to be a story that is forgotten. That is forgotten. We are mentioning here, Bomet has to be changed. And for Bomet to change, pesa lazima zikuje. Pesa, money is power. Give people money. You give them money, they change their life. Their lives change. You know, I've visited places where the Give Direct came. In Jabalonga, it was small money kuja ya Give Direct. Watu walichanga manyumba, wakanunua ng'ombe. They are living in a different lifestyle. And their livelihood in the community has changed. The town is like coming up now. So the only government has to do is to build feeder roads for all the production to get into the market. Yeah.
So mheshimiwa, kuna jamaa hapa naona anani text ananiambia uliza mheshimiwa to explain ama simple explanation ya the meaning of tare.
Okay. Tare actually there is a terminology that came in through political movements, and tare is something that is so simple, just meaning mtu akiwa amemaliza shule. Unajua huko nyumbani mtu akiwaambia kwa itarasugulu alatoma wale ngwata, meaning that they have finished their education. So sisi tukakuja kusema kitaro, okay, sasa amungile mwalimu alikwambia yani ukimalizia hapa hutakuwa kitu. We are coming in with a new information that you can make it in life. That education is not a measuring line of where you will reach in life. No, where you reach. If you failed in your education, that does not mean you're supposed to fail in life. Maybe all these athletes when you're naenda ngambo, they didn't perform well. Maybe they by the few of elites wanaona walifail kwa shule, but they are doing good in life. You know, Kipchoge Keino akienda kwa bank na a lawyer akienda kwa bank ama daktari, the same amount ama the charcoal burner wakienda pamoja, wakienda kwa bank, they wanatoa the same amount and they get the same respect. So what we are telling our people is that tare means umemaliza shule, umemalizia university ama umemalizia high school, umemalizia primary ama umemaliza ukiwa unapita tu karibu na shule tunasema tare. We have about 80% in this county people who have actually gone to school and they have finished where they finished. They are not employed as teachers, they are not employed as policemen, they are not employed, they don't come from a better family or something, they are not doing businesses, they are just home. The 80% of them, they are just home. Wengine the 20% or maybe walifanya teaching, wako business and all that. Wengine the 5% hizo. Like, so we are concentrating on the 80%. 80% are the people who are pulling us down. We cannot continue doing a budget of the 20% only. We cannot continue only concentrating on the this least majority. And we are saying that we are building an economy while the 80% are sleeping, while the 80% are forgotten. They are wasting away at home. They are wasting away in our villages. That is a bug that is pulling us down. You know, Mheshimiwa Barack Obama, he came to Kenya, and then he was talking about gender, and he said that we cannot put our all the effort, we cannot put it on men, because it's like he was trying like a pyramid that mostly the women, we have a larger number of women, and we have not empowered them. They are not in politics. You know, we had a gender issue in our parliament that the women are left out in the things with governments and in empowerment, in mambo farming and all that. And that is the mindset of the Western life. And these people want to buy that. Why can't they not buy the fact that we have about 80% of our people we have left them out just because of paces of education? And in the United States of America, people don't have a system of education like the one that we have in Kenya. Our system actually rewards a few people who have degree. You have a degree, you get a better chance of getting employed and muscles of economy. And that is a mindset that we have. It's like when education system in our country is like a zoo, or when you go to a game reserve. You go to a game reserve and you find all these kind of animals there. You find the giraffe, the lion, the leopard, even the monkey, and all of them, they are there. And then you tell them, hey, I have only one trophy. I would have given everyone a trophy. Every animal could have gotten a trophy. But now I have only this single trophy. And now that, for me to be fair, I'm going to give an animal, I'm going to give you a test. And the animal that is going to pass this test, I'm going to give the trophy. So, and then for you to be fair, you're going to give them a universal exam. You're going to give them a universal test. One test for all of them. So you have not considered their adaptation, how they were created by the Almighty, and their ability. But you give them one exam. So, and you said, by the time I fully at this whistle, the first animal who is going to be to reach the top of that tree, you're going to run 100 meters and then you climb the tree. So, and then there is a fish. There is all this. So by the time the fastest animal is, and the one to climb is a cheetah. So, you know, in a few minutes the cheetah will be there, and you're going to reward the cheetah. And all these animals have been created with a different adaptation in life. The fish will go home and he will go and hang himself, saying, I'm not complying to this world. I'm a loser, you know. I'm a loser. I'm pathetic, you know. I go and I end up kujinyonga. That's what we are doing to our young people. That's what we are doing to the 80% of our community. God has created all these people. Na Mungu akapatia everything. And then, you know, if you're a Christian, you can know that in the book of Genesis, the Bible says he created everything and it says it's good, it's perfect. So that if there is a complaint, ambayo una complain, unasema, hey, Mungu angeniwekea macho kubwa kidogo, then you should apply for that. Complain kwa Mungu. But God created all these people. Now he said they are perfect. If God wanted them to have degrees, angewapatia kwa their faces. So these people, they have been created by God like that. Let them have also a fair chance of actually making in life. Everybody, hakuna kwenye Mungu alisema these people have to be poor or they are supposed to live pathetic. What we need only to encourage our people is to be aggressive and also to be hardworking. waje twende huko. Anything this earth yenye tunaishi hii udongo, we can make money out of it. It's only that we have neglected. And tumesema in our in agriculture sector, we need to build like from Longisa, a section of it, Longisa ward, a bit of it, and then going also to Kipreres, the wall of Kipreres, coming to Nyongores, I mean the entire Chebalungu, and then coming to the entire Chebalungu, going to Ndanai. Ndanai, a bit of Kipsonoi, that place. Those are like semi-arid area. There's a dry area. Those are people who are living in, I can say, hard zone areas. And that's the area that we are targeting in boreholes, in dams. We want to have them having dams. We want to do irrigation in their farms because we need them to go to use their farms. For now, there is nothing happening in their farms, so we need them we want to use their farms, and yeah, that's what I can say.
Mheshimiwa, wewe umekuwa kwa campaign zako unatumia hii ngoma ya Sweet Star Kuresoi, and kuna rumors pale nje zinatembea zikisema your competitor is not from Bomet, and unaweza sema nini wewe?
I have got actually 2 competitors, and even though we are talking with one, maybe very soon I'll be calling you to a press conference that is going to be supporting.
Wow, tutakuja.
So the other competitor, we are 3, and actually my name is the first one in the ballot. Sweet Star, I don't know who gave us that song, but at some point people started singing and they loved the song. And I was wondering what's wrong with this Kuresoi. They said, Kibendi Kuresoi. I have not been to Kuresoi. I really want to go, but I hear it's a very fertile place and a very nice place. And I hear there's my friend is among the board members in a certain primary school and as a day school, secondary school, in a place called Kemalai Muriat in Kuresoi. There's a family, ukienda huko unauliza tu kwa wakili ni wapi. So he has a home there, he has a family there. In fact, the fact that I was flying 2017 here in Bomet in Jubilee, my friend was flying in Kuresoi South. He was, we have posters for that. And actually he come from there. I confidently I can say he come from there, and there is nothing wrong about an individual coming from a different county and fighting in another county. We have Songo. Songo is actually from Mombasa but staying in Nairobi. He had fought in Nairobi, Senetorial. He was fighting in Mombasa until lately when he was removed. So what I'm saying is that the nation of Kenya and the constitution of Kenya has given anybody, I can even decide to go and fight in Kisumu. There is nothing wrong with that. It's only about the interest. And it changes when it's local. Because the work of a senator and MCA and member of parliament is representation. The first thing is to go and represent the people. It's very awkward. I'm telling you, it's very awkward for me to represent the people of Nyando. It cannot work. It's like a mockery to that society. And people say that we actually can mgeni anaweza kuja kukula ng'ombe lakini huwezi ukambatia akule ulimi. Ulimi ni ya mwenyewe. So kuna kiwango ambaye wageni, hata chief, one of the qualification of employing a chief is that he has to have stayed in that same community for over even two years. My friend is still under constructing his house. Not even his here. I don't want to go into talking about my opponent, but what I want to say is that the people of Bomet are wise. Yeah, and Sweet Star says that we are going to Kuresoi. We are going only there kutafuta tetio. So these people say we will not go to Kuresoi looking for a leader to represent our people. We are not going there to look for a senator. So no, nay, we can. And you know, one of the things that we were told, one of the requirements from the IBC was actually your ID and to check whether you are a dual citizen, so that you're not supposed to fight in this country for presidential or for any political position. If you are a dual citizen, you are a governor, you want to fight for gubernatorial position in Nairobi. And then you are also you are a Canadian. You're from Canada. So unaweza anza fucho Nairobi. You can mess up with the economy Nairobi. You make it watu wapigane, and then you go to your other country. So that is the danger that lies. So a person who has interest in another place cannot be given to represent another place, because they can mess up this way. We cannot know where your heart is. Where your heart is where your investment is. These people we have not, people are asking me, we know Senator Christopher, we saw him, we know his place, we saw him doing all this even before he was a senator. We know Sosion, we knew him before he became an MP and all that. We know where he has been. We know even this Stacey, we know these people fighting for women rep and MP. We know Kemei, he has been a hustler, an activist. Huyu jamaa ametoka wapi? Seriously. How does he have an interest of this county? Mumeona wapi akifanya harambee ya watoto? Amenyeshea wapi akisaidia watu? Umeona wapi akilia eti nani kwa funeral or something? So that is the thing. What is your interest? Do you have the people of Bomet at heart? Are you going to represent the people of Bomet? The other day people were asking, naenda kusaidia Sakaja. Who is Sakaja to us? Hey, I'm going to present Sakaja, Wanyonyi, or some people that they are so irrelevant to us and to our economy. So people go and represent other people. People of Bomet and the children of this county can represent as well. We have people who can represent this county. So it was a big mistake for people to push a stranger and a person who is new to us, the person that we do not know, the person that does not have the interest of the people of Bomet. So it was wrong for Murkomen and the other group of people to try to micromanage Bomet. Bomet, we love Bomet so dearly for us to allow other people to mess up with our economy and our political network. Sawa, thank you.
Juzi umekuwa kwa rally pale Sotik and ukiaddress ile audience ilikuwa pale, your supporters, kuna wamama kadhaa hapo wakasema wakataka kukupea ID. Ulifeel aje wakati uliwauliza mtanipigia kura wakakwambia atashika ID? Ulifeel aje?
I felt actually Bomet is ripen for change and anticipation that they are so ready to go to the polling centers and make their decision. And I actually felt the readiness for the county to make change, because this county, I can say, there's been really hit so badly by poor leadership and poor representation, and by outsiders. Outsiders has affected this county and has pulled down this county, and we're really fighting for our community to be aware of that. We are trying to pass the information for them to really understand, so that when they are going to be making their decision on 9th of August, they are going to be well informed on who to give their votes. So there are people who have made up their mind, and largely a larger population have made up their mind. The only remaining few that's when we want them to have the information or the need for change. And I really admire the people of Sotik. Sotik largely has fought it for women. We had the late Lorna, was representing as an MP. We had the first women rep who was coming also from Cecilia. And also we had the late Governor, Dr. Joyce Laboso. She was an MP of Sotik before becoming the governor. So we have majority of leaders who are women. They are from Sotik. We have also who are vying for MPs. We have people who are vying, women who are vying for women rep, and also, we had quite a number of women leaders from Sotik. And I want to give thumbs up because after the late Governor Dr. Chis Laboso left, there are a lot of push from people that we are supposed to reward Sotik. And it was a very clear message that they really wanted a woman to represent them, to take the position of another woman who has fallen. But it was so sad that the governor could not consider that, of which actually I want also to thank the first governor, Isaac Ruto, that he has thought wisely to pick his deputy from Sotik, and also to pick a woman from Kaplet Tundo, the young lady, Doris. Yeah. Thank you.
Mheshimiwa, Kericho County imekuwa the super senator. We only have 3 super senators in Kenya, and we believe utakuwa one of them. One of them from Bomet. So tumekuwa na senator from Kericho County, Aaron Cheriot, na yeye amekuwa akiorganize tournament zingine kubwa. What do you feel juu Bomet hatujawahi kuwa na a senatorial tournament?
Yeah, what I liked with Senator Cheriot is that stories are sports. Is very him himself, originating from himself. He is a sport person. You can find him running and all that, doing all these sports. So I think that it originated from that. And then he started engaging the young people in sports. Bomet County, unlikely they have the stories as sports has really gone down. And especially from the docket of the county government and also the national government, because the youth and sport is under the national government. But during the regime of Isaac, we had the third largest stadium being constructed. We had tournaments being played throughout the county, and we had we could supply it. Even during the time of Dr. The late Joyce Laboso, I remember the young people were supplied with materials, kits, football kits, materials, and all that. But now, hizo nguo zimeraruka, we find that imeisha. Even the balls zimeisha, and we want to restore them. I want to only tell the people of Bomet that they give me this chance. They give me this chance, I will restore Storina football. We will have football matches being played. We'll have a Senetorial Cup. Then we are going to start from actually the ward level, even the locations. They are going to have matches playing from the location upwards. Then we are going to finish from the county. We want to restore our field and our sportmen talents. We are going to give them resources, and we are going to give them money, because especially now I'm seeing the teams, they are so organized. They have got nice structure, and see ati unatupa tu pesa and then they wanakimbia na pesa. They have got very nice management organization. So if we can empower them, give them money, and also and except talking on other, kuna watu ambao wanakimbia. Yeah. I love athletes. I love, and also sometimes I run in the morning with my 100 and something kg. I wake up and I run. I love running, and we have not have that. I know that there are sleeping talents. Vijana wangeenda US kwa kukimbia. Wako hapa Bomet. Wako South Rift, but we have not have an occasion where we have athletes running here. Marathon. We need Senator Kemei marathon.
Wow, we can't wait.
Yeah.
Tukue na hiyo. And guys, big up sana to Bomet, Epis Bomet. Big up sana. Next season mazee tutakuwa tuna half Gor Mahia ikicheza Bomet. And what do you feel, bwana mheshimiwa? What do you feel that next season tutakuwa na Gor Mahia, Sofapaka, Chemelil, Sugar inakuja Bomet kucheza na Bomet? How do you feel?
I feel I'm good. I feel we are so excited about that, and also we are sorrowful the fact that somebody started building a stadium that we could be using. We would be so proud of that, but it was neglected. It was left and abandoned, and even given to university. So we also need to put a lot of effort to stadiums. We want to empower Silibwet. Because Silibwet is closer with Bomet. There is one in Chemgaina. There is also one near airport. So those are the stadiums that we want to be using, so that if we have all those teams playing here, we can if we use one field, it's going to be exhausted. By the time the fourth game inachezwa, itakuwa tu fumbi. So we need to embark on all these stadiums.
Saddest part of this story ya Epis Bomet is that sahi hawana stadium, and the FIFA rules wanataka stadium yenye iko somehow better than hiyo. Juu yenye iko ni sidhani kama inafika qualities zenye inahitajika. The saddest part now is that hii team inaweza kuwa forced iende icheze Narok ama Kericho. What can you say, and nini inafaa kufanyika?
That is what I said. We are so those are the things that we should have managed in a county government with a leadership that is seeing ahead. Because one thing that I'm going to share in this, if elected to be a senator, I want to have a committee that I can call it Bomet Vision 2040, so that we have a development project that are not necessarily being completed in a 5-year term, but that is looking ahead, so that any other government that is coming, they are going to use this blueprint, just in case we can have a governor without a vision. Just let's say in some other time, we can just have a governor who does not know what to do. We can help that governor using the blueprint for Vision 2040. So that is what I will say, so that we can build stadiums. We can have donors, because a stadium is expensive. Even the track for the athletes, is quite expensive. But if we can organize ourselves and have a vision, we can look for donors, and donors may take some quite time, because I see the tarmacking of our roads of the municipalities of Longisa, Bomet, and Silibwet is being completed now. That is when we have the World Bank coming in. But Isaac Ruto actually asked for that donation when he was the governor a long time ago. So we can seek for donation and donors, looking for the next 20 or 10 years to come. We look for people to help us to build this, because by then we'll be having, our population will have grown. So if we cannot see other needs, like we need, you see, we have only one, bridge here in Bomet.
Mheshimiwa, if you were to be sworn in today, what is the one thing yenye ungeanza kufanya immediately?
I'll want to sit down with the boda guys. I'll want to know and to sit down with the governor. I'll want to help the young people who are in boda because ni watu ambaye ni wengi na tena they are working so hard for the people who have employed them. They're working so hard for the people, for companies like Mogo, Siju, Watu. Those are companies that they buy boda from a higher rating. They have been exploited so much. So I'll want to, nataka nishike hawa vijana watu wa boda ndio nione vile tunaweza ongea na county government, tuongee na hii SACCOS. Wakiwa kwa SACCOS tuwawekee pesa. Wakiwa na pesa ndio waweze kununua boda cash. Kwa sababu ukipata kuwa wanapatiana deposit ya 15,000 and then wanatakana walipe, yani every month wanalipa 300 for 18 months. Every day 384. Na wakikosa boda yao inakuja kuchukuliwa. Wakiwa wagonjwa ama anything like that. Hiyo ni unyanyapaa yenye lazima tuangalie. Hiyo ni kitu ambaye iko kwa moyo wangu. Nataka tusaidiane na vijana wa boda. Tuone kuwa wamepata boda kwa pay nzuri. These people cannot take advantage over them. So hiyo ni jambo ingine. Jambo ingine ni vijana ambao wanataka kufanya contracts na tender. Tuweze tukawapatia kazi Bomet. Tenda mingi zinaenda nje. Simeenda nje na pesa mingi zinaenda nje, watu wanaenda kuchenga makorofa huko. Lugha nimesema kama kuna jamaa amechenga bridge ya 50 million. Na huyo jamaa rafiki yangu mwingine anaitwa Murkomen na rafiki yake ambaye tuko tunashindana na yeye. Na watu tu wanachukua tu hivyo, hawaja engage na community. Watu wa Bomet wamekoza hiyo 50 million, imeenda imechenga makorofa huko. Na vijana tuko nao hapa. Kama vijana hawezi kuchenga bridge, kuna subcontracting, kuna vitu ambayo wanaweza fanya. So tunakuja ku engage na the unemployed youths ndio waweze kupata kazi within Bomet na tuwapatie tender. So hiyo ni kitu ambayo iko kwa moyo wangu. Na mambo ya experience kama wanaulizwa kwa kazi, kwa county jobs. Kwa sababu serikali ya county ni serikali ambaye tumepatiwa sisi watu wa mashinani. So tunaweza ongea tuone kama tunaweza badilisha requirements ya kupata kazi kama hii mambo za experience. Tuweze kwa sababu uwezi ukauliza kijana story na experience ya 5 years amepata wapi, ulikuwa umepatia kazi ingine wapi? So hiyo ni kitu lazima tuweze tukaweke kwa mswada bungeni. Na jambo ingine ni age limit. Age limit ya youth. Si eti kwa sababu mimi niko hapo. Lakini lazima tuangazie, tuweze tukaongeze vijana wapate, to push age limit from 18 to 35, from 18 to 35 tuweke 18 to hata 40 iwe youth. Kwa sababu jambo moja ambaye nasema hiyo ni kwa sababu unapata jamaa amemaliza university, amemaliza college na anatamak for the next 50 years look, I mean 10 years looking for a job. By the time anapata job, is not a youth. Haezi akaenjoy hizo ni requirements ya vijana. So lazima tuangazie hiyo story ya youth advantage ya kupata tender na everything. So those are some of the things ambazo lazima nione. Mambo ya dawa na hospitali lazima tuone tena management. Naomba kabisa, kwa sababu nataka cover na mwenye anakuja hawezi awe na hiyo utu ndani yake. Akiwa na utu, awe anajali maslahi ya watu, ya raia. Hivyo ndio tunaweza fanya kazi na yeye haswa. Kama ana emphasize haswa, ukienda huko kwa reserve, watu wanaongelea tu dawa na maji kwa hospitali. Ndio kwa sababu ni hao wanaenda hospitali. Ni wamama wanaenda kuvisit watu hospitali, anapata mtu hajapatiwa dawa, amekuwa kilala tu hivyo na hata malazi imeisha. Anapata kuna wageni inaitwa madudu. Madudu inanyonya damu kwa hospitali. Sijui inaitwa nini hizo.
Ito bed bugs.
Bed bugs iko kwa wingi, ananyonya damu, anasumbua wagonjwa kwa hospitali. Hakuna maji, hakuna dawa, kuna bed bugs usiku. So it's very wrong. It's very wrong to have such leadership that does not care about the plight of the young, the people. So thank you. Thank you.
Mheshimiwa, in Cyroo TV we normally have a game. Tunakuuliza swali, unatujibu bila kufikiria. Haufai kufikiria, mheshimiwa. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What is the most expensive thing that you own?
Car. Yeah.
Wow. Have you ever had a lowest moment?
Yes.
What is the one thing ukiachieve hata utaachana politics na utulie, uende nyumbani, ukae tu nyumbani utulie? Ruli ilikuwa hakuna kufikiria.
Okay. Justice and fairness. Nikipata watu wameridhika na kila kitu.
Wow. Mheshimiwa, straight on this camera, I want you to talk to each and every person, voter yote from wapi to wapi, and then Bomet County.
Yes, I want to ask all the voters, watu wote ambao wanapiga kura huku Kenya. Kenya have enjoyed peace for the last 5 years. We want to thank God. Tunashukuru Mungu. Na nataka niwaambie wa Kenya saa hii tumejiprepare kwenda kufanya election. Tujue ya kwamba viongozi wako sawa. Viongozi ambao wanataka kura wako sawa, familia yao wako sawa. Tusichukue mawe kupiga watu wengine mawe. Tusipigane, tufanye uchaguzi ya utulifu na ya amani. Watu wengi tusiangalie mambo ya ukabila. Let us not see tribes. Let us vote peacefully. Tuone miswada na agenda ya watu yenye tunawapigia kura. So na haswa sasa nataka niwaongeleshe watu wengine, watu wa Bomet. Naambia we have come far. We have come from far. Munanijua, mimi ni mtoto wa nyumbani. Mimi nimesaliwa hapa Bomet, nimekaa na nyinyi. Slogan yangu ya 2017 ambaye ilikuwa my friend, my brother, my senator, mkaniita hustler, nikakubali mimi ni hustler. So mimi nilikuwa chairman ya KEWA, Kenya Hustlers Welfare Association. Saa hizi mimi ndio na kurudi tena ile ahadi ambayo mliniahidi, mkasema 2022 mtanipatia kura. Naomba kwa unyenyekevu, mandugu zangu, msiniache leo, munipigie kura. Jina langu Kemei Enock ni ya kwanza kwa hiyo ballot paper ya Senetorial. Naomba munikumbuke, mimi natoka Bomet East na mimi naishi huku Bomet. Mmenijua, mmejua moyo wangu ni moyo wa hapa Bomet. My interest ni ya watu wa Bomet. Asante sana.
So thank you very much Bwana Mheshimiwa. We really appreciate and tunasema ni asante. I think the next time tutakuja for celebration.
Asante. Thank you.
So guys, and supporters wa Enock Kemei. Make sure mazee mumesubscribe kwa hii channel na mshare hii content. Alafu utuweke hapo comment utuambie unataka tukuletee nani next and see you in the next video.
Thank you.